Hello students, welcome to the new world of e-learning along with eTutor. Today, I would be teaching maths to the students of standard 10 and the chapter that I have selected is polynomials. So before starting with polynomials, let us revise what we have done in standard 9 regarding the chapter polynomials. I would be sharing the screen with you. I hope you all be able to see the whiteboard. All right. So first of all, we'll do the revision a bit for 5 minutes, what we have done in standard 9. What is an algebraic expression? Algebraic expression is an expression which contains a constant, say 10, and a variable, say x, y, or anything. So it can be x into 10, 10 into x, 10 plus x. It can be x plus y, can be x squared plus 3, anything. All these are algebraic expressions because they contain one variable and a constant. I hope you all remember this. And now, the two main important things that we need to remember for standard 10 is what is a linear equation, quadratic, and a cubic equation. And we should also know monomial, binomial, trinomial. So, first of all, let us see what is a monomial. Monomial, mono as the word says one. So monomial, it means only one term. Now, you might say that 10x is a monomial or a binomial. So please remember 10x is a monomial. Why? Because 10x it means 10 into x, and multiplication and division, they do not separate out the terms. Terms are separated only by plus or minus sign. So if I give you 10 plus x, then it is a binomial. That is, it has got two terms. 10 and x is the other term. Similarly, if I give you 10 upon x, what do you think? Whether it's a monomial or a binomial? It's a monomial. Why? Because as I told you earlier, that division is not considered as a factor for separating the terms. Now let me give you a few more examples regarding the monomial, binomial, trinomial. If I give you 2x plus 3y, this is also a binomial. 2x is the first term, 3y is the second term. But this is binomial in two variables. Up to your level, you have only a single variable. Simultaneously, in simultaneous equation, you will have two variables. But for linear and quadratic, you have to study only for a single variable. Then comes 3x squared minus 4y plus 6. Now this is a trinomial. Why? Because 3x squared is the first term, minus 4y is the second term, and plus x plus 6 is the third term. So this is a trinomial. I hope these concepts are clear with you. It's just a revision of standard 9. Now let us move on to linear, quadratic, and cubic equations. Linear. There is something known as degree when we write down the expression. Suppose if I give you the expression as 3x squared plus x minus 2. So as you can see over here, 3x squared, the power is 2. X, it means x raised to 1. So the highest power among 2 and 1 is 2. So the degree of this particular equation becomes 2. And when the degree is 2, we call it as a quadratic equation. For your level, you have quadratic equations only with one variable, and they are always written in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. So when you compare 3x squared plus x minus 2 to this particular equation, you get a equal to 3, b equal to plus 1, and c equal to minus 2. So this was the concept related to quadratic equation. Now let me give you a few more examples. Suppose if I give you the equation as 3x minus 2. First of all, it is a binomial because there are two terms, and the degree of this particular equation is 1. If it is only x, it means x raised to 1. Don't consider it to be x raised to 0. That is wrong. X means x raised to 1 and not x raised to 0. So 3x minus 2 is a binomial, and at the same time it is also a linear equation. Now in this chapter of polynomial, first of all we are going to learn about linear equations in detail. Then later on you have a chapter known as quadratic equations also. As you know, quadratic equations are written in the form ax squared plus bx plus c equal to 0. Similarly, linear equations are written in the form ax plus b equal to 0. So when you compare bx minus 2 equal to 0 to this particular equation, the value of a will be equal to 3 and the value of b will be equal to minus 2. So when I give you, or you might get it in MCQs, that you have been given a particular equation, say 5x plus 4 equal to 0. What would be the value of x? So remember, the value of x, the formula is minus b by a. This is very useful for MCQs. You can directly find out the formula or directly find out the answer by using the formula. So x will be equal to minus b in this case is 4 and a in this case is 5. So the value of x you get to be minus 5. Always remember, in case of linear equations, you will only get one answer. If you get two answers for the variable x, it means you have done something wrong. In case of linear equation, you will get only and only one value of x. Yes, in case of quadratic, which we would be doing later, you might get two values of x because that is x raised to 2. So you will get two values of x. In case of cubic equation, you should get p values of x because it has degree 3. These are the very basic minute concepts which you can use to check out whether your answer is correct or incorrect, and they are very helpful or handy as far as MCQs are concerned. So let me give you a few more examples. Suppose if the sum is minus 6x plus 4 equal to 0. So what do you think should be the value of x? The value of x would be, we know the formula. Let us write down the formula first. Minus b by a. So minus b over here is 4 and a over here is minus 6. Minus cut. So 4 by 6. 2 2s are 2 threes are, the answer is 2 by 3. Please don't make mistakes as far as negative numbers are concerned. Use the property of integers very carefully. I'll give you one more sum. 6x minus 5 equal to 0. So in this case, the value of x would be minus b. Minus. Over here, the b is minus 5. Please be careful because students usually make a mistake that they have already written a negative sign over here. So they just write down 5. But no, this is minus 5 upon the value of a is 6. Now minus minus becomes plus 5 upon 6. So the value of 5 is 6. I hope this concept is clear to you and it is very helpful for MCQs and also in future if you're planning to give any entrance exams.